Welcome back. This is going to be the third match of the day, and it's going to be a very special game as well because it's going to be an encounter that is all important for Ajman. They are playing against Emirates Reds, who are looking really good in this tournament till now. They've lost just one game out of all their games that they've played. 24 powered by 7 districts. Match number 23 is going to be a cracker of a game. Well, time now to take you for the toss. And for that, Mr. Asghar Khan is down there with the two captains and our match referee.
Good evening and welcome back once again for fan code Emirates D10 powered by 7 District match number 23. I've got the two captains alongside me, Saghir Khan and Hamdan Tahir, and we got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. We are all set with the toss and Saghir has the coin. Please give it a spin. Tails is the call. It is head. It is head. Saghir toss जीत के क्या decide किया?
जी हम पहले बैटिंग करेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
कितना स्कोर करना चाहेंगे पिच को देखते हुए?
अभी पिच अच्छा है इंशाल्लाह 120 करेंगे तो अच्छा होगा इंशाल्लाह.
आज की चेंजेस आपको याद हैं?
जी वो यश आया है और अंकुर संगावन के लिए.
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट सगीर. गिव अस अ गुड गेम.
थैंक यू.
Hamdan lost the toss. What you would have done?
Honestly, we were planning to ball first. Since you already played a game, we wanted to try something different. We wanted to ball first and chase it down. I feel like it's going to be easier to bat second.
Team in very good rhythm, and some of the bench strength needs to be tested before the big games comes up.
I mean, obviously, and we've been doing that. We played first few games. We won most of the games. So, like last game, if you noticed, we tried few players, and this game, Hamid Khan is playing. So, we're trying new players every game.
Well, go well. All the best. Cheers. That's the news from the center then. Ajman won the toss and elected to bat first.
Well, the news from the middle is that Ajman stand-in captain Saghir, who came out for the toss, and Hamdan, who came out for the toss from Emirates Red, both of them not regular captains of their sides. Well, Saghir has decided to bat first, and that's a little surprising for me if you ask me, because I thought chasing would be easier, as Hamdan pointed out as well. This is the lineup for you for both the sides. Adnan ul-Mulk, the regular captain of the side, Ankur Sangwan, Awais Ahmed, Harshit Kaushik, Mohammad Ismail comes into the side, Muzammil Qasim, who hasn't been all that great in this tournament. Sagar Kalyan is short of runs as well. Saghir Khan, Shahrukh Amin comes into the side also, along with Taimur Ali and Yash Jay Kumar. And for the red side, it's going to be Abdul Ghaffar, Hafiz Almas. There's Hamdan Tahir, who was the stand-in captain for this game. Hamid Khan comes into the side. Junaid Shamsu, Mohammad Wasim, Rais Ahmed, Umair Khan, Zishan Abid, Zishan Nasir and Zuhaib Zubair. So no Shehbaz from the Emirates Reds because he was injured after the first over he bowled in the last match. He went off the field right away and possibly feeling a niggle, and that's why being rested. This is going to be a very good competition, and to comment upon this competition and to talk more about this game, I have my partner back in the game with us. That's Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome back. How was Saudi?
Well, thank you, Faizan. I missed you too. Saudi was good. I was there for an event and alhamdulillah, everything went well. I missed the cricket, so here I am back again at the 7 District Stadium doing what I love the most.
If only you were a girl saying, I miss you.
Well, wishful thinking, Faizan. It's good to be optimistic.
That happens after 12 years of marriage.
Well, I hope Mrs. Faizan is listening to what Mr. Faizan has to say.
I know this for sure that she
She's not.
isn't. Otherwise, this wouldn't come out, Shoaib, ever. That's why I was missing you, by the way.
Oh,
Because
so sweet.
that's the kind of fun we have when we are together in the Combox. And of course, this is going to be a fun game. We'll focus on the cricket, we'll focus on players, we'll focus on bowlers. And there's going to be a lot of cricket and a lot of fun in this first 5 overs of stint here with Shoaib and Faizan.
Of
I
course.
guarantee that.
Of course. The banter will be on, just like the banter out there in the middle. And this is a good encounter to be a part of, Faizan, because these two teams are really good in the tournament. And it's going to be interesting how, if we talk about player matchups, it's going to be something to watch out for. Sagar Kalyan, as you pointed out, hasn't been amongst the runs, but he'll want to get going against the strong bowling lineup of Emirates Reds.
In fact, he hasn't been looking comfortable out there. He's been very edgy on the off stump. He hasn't played the shots that he played down the ground or towards the covers regularly. And it's very important for them that Sagar Kalyan fires up top. Zishan is going to be the bowler who'll bowl the first over here for Emirates Reds. A very strong unit, Emirates Reds.
Yes, they've just lost that one game, but other than that, they've been very convincing in their approach and have won a lot of matches. We've seen a surprise inclusion and the promotion for Ajman as well. Shahrukh Amin has been promoted up the order, so I think they're going with that left-hand, right-hand combination. Shahrukh has been amongst the runs in the D50 format as well. He played really well for Ajman in the middle order, but he's been given a new role now.
Absolutely, that has to do something with the fact that Adnan wasn't doing all that well up top. So maybe they've included him in the side to provide that stability that was lacking in their unit. Oh, first ball right on the money from Zishan. I think it took some inside edge onto the pad. Did it? We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. I think it was given runs. So first run on the board, Sagar Kalyan off the mark, but what a great delivery that was.
Excellent first ball, and Sagar immediately just signaling that he's got some bat involved, got his bat up as a soft signal that there is some connection with the bat, and the umpire has noted that. So first runs on the board from the bat of Sagar Kalyan. That brings Shahrukh Amin on strike.
How important is someone like Rahul Chopra, who hasn't been there in the D series because of injury? Oh, nice ball. Edged. This will go the distance. It'll go to the boundary. But this was a nothing shot coming in from Shahrukh Amin. Feet going nowhere. Just poking at it and hitting it to the boundary for a 4.
Yeah, thickish edge and some movement in the air for Zishan as well, beating the outside edge. In fact, getting the outside edge of the bat. So that might just call for a slip in place for Shahrukh, because we know for a fact that he relies heavily on his hand-eye coordination, doesn't move his feet a lot. And with the moving ball, you might always have that slip fielder interested in a catch.
Yeah, that is true. That shadow shot was a better shot from Shahrukh Amin. Get your feet moving, get to the pitch of the ball, hit it through the line. Better shot, but straight to the fielder. Oh, missed field. Will not result in a single though. So another dot ball here.
Zishan looking to bowl full, trying to get Shahrukh Amin to drive the ball, but that was way too full for my liking. Has to land the ball on the pitch, and that will just work wonders for Zishan with that angle coming around the wicket.
Short ball now. That has been Shahrukh's kryptonite in the longest time. Smiles exchange between the bowler and the batter, because Zishan knows what he's doing.
That was a good sharp bouncer, and he was testing Shahrukh Amin. Shahrukh, very watchful, lets it go. And rightly so. If you're not confident about playing that shot, it's better to let the ball go and look for other options of scoring.
I'm a little surprised that Ajman took the opportunity to bat first after winning the toss, because we've seen historically at this ground, batting second is much better. This is up in the air, will elude the fielder for a couple of runs here for Shahrukh Amin.
It's another sharp delivery from Zishan that baffled Shahrukh a bit with that extra bounce. Luckily, he's managed to play that over backward point. I was surprised a bit. And Zohaib Zubair was not able to get to the ball.
That was half a chance, Shoaib, because he was coming in too quickly from the 30-yard circle. You don't need to do that. It's a 10-over game. You're not playing a 50-over game.
Especially in the power play overs, you would expect your fielders inside the 30-yard circle to be on the ring. A little too in from Zohaib Zubair. Again, just a hesitant push towards Hafiz Kalmas. That's a much better approach in that shadow practice from Shahrukh Amin. The shadow practice is always the best. 7 for no loss Ajman after the first over. Ghaffar has been hit straight over extra cover, one-handed shot, and look at the distance that Sagar has got on that shot. Beautiful flow of hands, although a one-handed shot, but he'll get 6 runs.
Yeah, it was under the bat, and Sagar needs those runs. He needs the confidence because he hasn't been scoring all that many runs in this tournament. This is a good start for Sagar Kalyan. He, in the shadows, he wants to say that he wanted to hit it straighter, but it's still got a good result for him.
Yes, 6 runs to start the over. Ghaffar, we saw in the previous game also, was not at his 100%. He too seems to be struggling, just like Sagar Kalyan is.
Yeah, he started the D10 pretty well. I think it's fatigue also coming in now during the middle of the tournament. You've been playing regular games, sometimes 2 games, oh, that's poor, down the leg side, 5 freebies.
Yes, poor cricket from Emirates Reds. First, Abdul Ghaffar straying in his line and length, bowling it outside the leg stump, down the leg side, and I think a much better effort from Hamdan was warranted on that. A little too late to get that dive in. The dive was right, just the timing a bit off, and it's going to be 5 wides.
Yeah, that was also swinging away from him. So consistently getting away as it was getting closer to him. 11 runs of the first delivery here. Short ball cut away nicely into the gap. This will go the distance. It trickles down and gets there finally.
It's a lush green outfield. It was a good shot, cut well by Sagar Kalyan. He's very strong on the offside. We all know that. And just a hint of width offered from Ghaffar, and Sagar was quick to pounce on that.
I think he overcorrected there, Ghaffar, because he bowled such a bad delivery down the leg side that he wanted to overcompensate and bowl it way outside the off stump. We've seen some swing here. If they can just pick a line and bowl on that line, just like Zishan did in the first over, then that would be much better for Ghaffar.
And has to get the batter on the front foot. With the movement, you can't allow the batter to just stay on the back foot. Has to keep bowling a little too full. Much better. That's a good shot. That's a very good shot from Sagar Kalyan. He was anticipating that ball to be fuller, and what a beautiful shot that is from Sagar Kalyan.
Yeah, brilliant. Those are very difficult to hit. On the up, trusting the instinct, trusting the bounce of the ball as well. And just beautifully played. Good shape while playing that shot. Balance was perfect also.
Very elegant from Sagar. And an expensive over from Ghaffar. 3 deliveries bowled. He's given away 19 runs. Let's look at that again from a different angle. I'll stand and just hold that pose for the photographers.
We should have taken a photo because there are no photographers on the ground, Shoaib.
Well, if there were one, I'm sure he would have gotten a lot of money for that shot. It was a very nicely played shot and deserved all the attention.
Who will handle commentary? I'll go and do that. If there's money involved.
I'm sure. Well, you've been paid the most.
That's a
You're
lie.
a happy man.
Don't say that ever on air. You'll get all the others against me. Look at that over. 4 balls into it. 20 runs already. 27 without loss. Ajman off to a fly here and Ghaffar under the pump. Shahrukh Amin pushes that and takes a single.
Sensible batting from Shahrukh. He knows that they've got the runs on the board in this over. 21 of the first 5. There's still another ball to go. Sagar Kalyan on 16 of just 5 deliveries. Will look to finish off well. Where does Ghaffar bowl the next ball, Faizan?
Back of the length or short delivery on the body.
Well done, short delivery and well played by Sagar Kalyan on the back foot. Won't go all the way. They'll get 3. He's gone for the 3rd, chancing the arm, and will get 3 runs. So a good over for Ajman. 31 of the first 2 overs.
Umair Ali Khan with the ball in his hand. He might be a good bowler on a surface like this, where the ball is sticking just a little bit into the surface if you bowl it in the right area. Starts off with a slow ball, gets it in the gap. This will go the distance. Yes, it does. 4 to start the over with. This is turning out to be a flying start for Ajman.
Nicely done again from Sagar. Places it in the gap and starts this over with another boundary to his name. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just placing it between the two fielders. So 4 more for Ajman as they have reached to 35 in no time. Now Fuller and hammered straight down the ground. Back-to-back boundaries for Sagar Kalyan.
Well, Sagar Kalyan has come back to form and he's announced himself here. Overcompensating again for the shortish, wideish delivery that he bowled the first one. Bowled it straight and full. 2 full this time.
Well, runs continue to flow for Ajman from the bat of Sagar Kalyan. Now up and over, extra cover. A hat-trick of boundaries for Sagar Kalyan.
It doesn't look like that he was not in form before this game, because the way he's come out and played everything from the middle of the bat is just wonderful to see. The Sagar Kalyan we know is back.
Yeah, just a beautiful cover shot there, over extra cover. Back-to-back boundaries, 3 of them. And I've got a feeling that he's going to go for every ball that Umair bowls from here on. With the power play in effect, they'll want to cash in as the pressure is being built on the experienced Umair.
Yeah, he's going at a strike rate of almost 350 here. And there you go once again. This time there's a fielder there and it'll go straight to him. Junaid Shamsu. And that's going to be just a single.
I'm sure Umair will be very happy with that result to see Sagar on the non-striking end. But mind you, Shahrukh is no mug with the bat, and the kind of innings that Sagar has played, that will help Shahrukh to express himself freely.
We saw a very similar start for Emirates Reds in the last game, where Wasim was going all guns blazing and Hamdan was just supporting him. This is played well. It's played straight to hand though. Only a single again. So Sagar Kalyan will be back on strike for the last ball of the over. Wasim ended up scoring 116. It was just one-man show. Out of 145, 116 runs were scored by Wasim. So one man can make all the difference in the world in a T10 game.
Yes, and that's why it's so important to get wickets earlier on in the game. Emirates Reds have not been able to do that. And this could be an opportunity for Sagar Kalyan to get a big score to his name.
And again goes down the ground. There's a fielder there. Gets it. That's a very good catch from Junaid Shamsu. And the first wicket down, Sagar Kalyan, who's looking threatening, will have to walk back.
Well, just when I said that he could have had an opportunity to score big runs, he's played that straight towards Junaid Shamsu. He knew where the fielders were. That was a false shot and a very good catch by Junaid Shamsu. It was dying on him, but he's made sure that he gets his hands onto it. And Umair Ali Khan, he's a character, gets his man as Sagar Kalyan is out for 32 of 11 as Ajman are 45 for 1 after 3.
Hafiz Almas will come into bowl here. 3 overs, 45 for the loss of 1. I'm a little surprised they didn't take the power play over when Sagar Kalyan was going the way he was going. He's back to the pavilion now. They are going at 15 runs and over though. Very comfortable position to be in as the stand-in captain Saghir comes into bat here.
This will be a wide from Hafiz Almas. A loosener from Hafiz. One more run added to the total. So they've got runs on the board. 51. No, it's 45. Well, playing with us, the scorers. 46 now with that single added to the total.
A very good start. Courtesy, some great hitting up top from Sagar Kalyan. But we were exactly talking about that fact that one man can change the game completely. It's a matter of couple of overs and the game and momentum can go either ways. That is played down the ground for another single here from Shahrukh Amin. It's now the responsibility of someone like Shahrukh Amin, who has already faced 8 deliveries, to get going now for his side. Saghir is also a batter who can make a lot of difference in this game if he gets going. So it's 47 for 1. Still looking good for Ajman, but they need partnerships here. They need to get it to somewhere around 135 to be comfortable. Although at the toss, Saghir thinks 120 would be a good total.
120 will be a fighting total. With Ajman relying heavily on their bowlers, I think it'll be a good score for them to defend. Unless, of course, Mohammad Wasim plays or replicates his performance.
I was about to say that. Oh, wrapped him on the pads. That's close. If there's no bat involved, that's mighty close. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Does he give it a leg by? No, yes, he does. This is not the one that we are looking for. We are looking for Saghir's delivery, which was the next ball after that. That was mighty close, Shoaib.
Yeah, it looked very close to me as well. I think Saghir is very lucky with that call. Brings Shahrukh Amin on strike.
Goes leg side, only for a single. So there's a calm after the storm. That was Sagar Kalyan.
Yeah, you expect that when a wicket falls, it does slow down things a bit. That's the replay again. And yes, Saghir, buy a lottery today.
Yeah, very lucky there. Maybe just a little bit of doubt in umpire's head because of the height on the delivery. Maybe. It was certainly touch and go.
It did look like touch and go.
This is up in the air. There's a fielder. It's going to elude him. So lucky escape once again for Saghir. And it's going to go to the boundary for a 4.
And not a bad delivery from Hafiz. Surprised Saghir. A little late on that shot. Gets the top edge and beats the fielder at fine leg. The 50 comes up with this boundary for Ajman.
Got a little crammed up as well. Got himself into a tangle. Was in no position whatsoever to play that shot. But I think he's come out with a plan. Saghir. He's going to blast everything away. Was very lucky on that first ball. As Shoaib pointed out, touch and go. The ball touched the pad and he could have gone.
Straight to point this time. Will be a dot ball. Not a bad over at all from Almas. 7 runs of the 5 deliveries. An opportunity for a wicket. Has mixed things up. Has bowled variations in the 5 deliveries, and that's why he's been effective.
And made them work hard as well. And I think there's a proper plan against both these batters. He was bowling into the body for Shahrukh Amin. He's keeping it away from Saghir and bowled that surprise bouncer as well. So this has been a very good over. He needs to finish well though. Just last ball to go. 7 of it already. There you go. Last ball of the 4th over here for Hafiz Almas. Short ball. He has hit it up and over. Hasn't timed it. But there's no fielder on the boundary there. And this will trickle down towards long off for another 4.
Could have been a good over. Not so good over now. That was a good shot. Not a bad delivery, but a very good shot from Saghir. knows where the fielders were and just got enough connection over long off for 4 runs. So 4 overs done, 57 for 1. That's the score.
Umair Ali Khan coming into ball, edged. This is going beyond the reach of Ghaffar and it'll go for another boundary. He's surviving streakily here.
Yeah, not from the middle of the bat again. Umair Ali Khan, I'll have to feel for him. Not a bad ball, but Shahrukh, he's chancing his luck here and it has worked so far. Top edge for 4 runs. Doesn't matter how they come for Ajman. They need to get to 120 plus and for that they'll need boundaries in every over.
Still going good. 4.1 overs, 61 for 1. And another edgy shot from Shahrukh. I mean, he's lucky to be still surviving out there. Only a single this time around.
Yes, they're living dangerously, these two batters. And the fortune favouring them as well so far. Sagir on 8 of 4 deliveries. They'll have to bat these two because the batting does wear thin as the innings progresses. And well, 2 good-looking men on your screen right now.
Edged, and that's going to go to the boundary again for a 4. It wasn't required because they were showing something else on the screen. We had to go back to the boundary because it was a 4. Look at that again. Good ball from Umair.
I just have to feel for Umair Ali Khan. He's bowled well, but he's leaked runs. And sometimes the numbers don't justify your bowling performance. Another boundary off the edge of the bat.
Your words also don't justify how handsome we are. Not good looking. Great looking men on the screen.
This one's been pulled. A misfield. And they take 2 runs. Well, you're humble, very humble, Faizan.
Always have been, very modest. I never praise myself. I know how great looking I am.
And I think that's it. It's a mic drop moment. We'll have to quickly change the frame and never come back.
I'm so great looking. I'll get to that in just a bit. This is hit for a maximum here. Beautifully played. This is another very expensive over. And now Saghir is taking the attack to the opposition.
No more edges this time. Right from the meat of the bat. He's slap batted that straight over long off. And Junaid Shamsu can only watch the ball sail over his head.
As I was saying, I'm so good looking that I have to cover half my face with my glasses all the time. All the time.
I think you also need a hat. I think that is something that was missing.
It's right there. And another big hit. This time he hasn't connected all that well. Will it still go? Yes, it does. It still goes the distance. That's a mammoth over coming in for Ajman. And they are looking all set for a big one here.
In the slot again from Umair Ali Khan. He's been expensive to say the least. And a 6 to end the over. Straight over. Long off yet again. 37 of his 2 overs. 5 overs bowled. 80 on the board for Ajman.
Shahrukh Amin on strike for this next over from Zuhaib, who was really good in the last match. Although when he came out to bowl, the opposition was still under pressure. He picked up 4 wickets in that last game, Zohaib Zubair. So he's in good touch as well. Oh, swing and a miss. Saghir threw the kitchen sink at that. And that missed the off stump by a whisker as well. Usually, after 5 overs, there's a change in the com box.
On public demand.
Yeah, but
Too many
because we are so
messages.
handsome, we'll still show you our faces if the director decides to do that. Direct hit. Loud appeal going to the third umpire. That might be a lucky twist of things here for Emirates Reds.
Well, it looks like Shahrukh thinks that he's not made it because he's not very convinced that he's made it in time. Let's look at that in the replay. It was hit straight to the point field. A good throw from Hamid, and this angle is going to be very difficult to judge. I'll have to wait for the umpire's call. Let's sit out on that, Faizan.
I'm calling it out already. I have a 6x6 vision and a great understanding of the game also.
And a funky looking sunglasses also to add on to that.
Yeah, those are light enhancers. They make me judge if it's run out or not. It is. I think it is. Look at that once again. Look at the stumps. Notice the stumps. Here goes Shahrukh Amin. The stumps are broken here. And I think he was 1 frame short.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. Yeah, there the stumps look a little disturbed. But it's not the stumps, it's the bails that matter, Faizan. So they need to be certain that the bails were completely dislodged when the batter was outside the crease.
The only thing that can save Shahrukh Amin here is a benefit of doubt if we don't have any other angle to look at it.
Yeah, inconclusive evidence. Such a tough job this is for the third umpire or the match referee, television umpire. They need to make some tough calls that could change the course of the game. But I'm sure they'll go by the books and make the right decision.
Absolutely. They're still taking that sweet time. Ajman, by the way, in the meantime, have reached 81, which is a very good score. Still half the innings remaining. If they can replicate this, they can even go beyond 150, which hasn't happened in this tournament till now. 148 is the highest score, 145 earlier in the day by Reds. This is a better angle. Look at that. There comes the throw. It's disturbed and the bails are off right away.
Where is the bat at this time now? Now the crease is not all that clear. So from one angle, you can see the bat and the crease. From the other, well, yes, it's been given.
6x6, I told you.
Well, what are you doing here, Faizan? You should be there in the third umpire's dugout.
Well, I didn't qualify for my medical test. Otherwise, I would have been an eye doctor. Shahrukh Amin departs. Unlucky run out. He scored 16 of 12. Ajman looking good. 81 of 2. For the loss of 2 rather. Swing on the first ball. will yield just a single. That'll take the score to 82. Harshit Kaushik is the new batter. He's been pretty good in limited opportunities that he's got in this tournament. He scored a 50 as well in a losing cause for Ajman.
I enjoy his batting, to be honest, Harshit. He's a very explosive batter. He's got a flair to his approach. A game changer for Ajman, and when he gets going, he's a genuine match winner.
Especially against the spinners. Especially against a leg spinner. Because he plays down on one knee towards that mid-wicket region, a slog sweep. That's his favourite shot. And once he hits, it stays hit.
Very powerful athlete, Harshit Kaushik. Cuts away this time. Well done by Zishan Abid at point. Normally he's behind the stumps with the gloves, but he's done well at point to stop that. End of the 6th over. Just 3 runs of this Zuhaib Zubair over. 83 for 2. So the power play overs. So 83 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets. How many more can Ajman get? Faizan, how many more?
I think they should get to 150 from here on. 8 wickets in hand. Harshit Kaushik still out there. Saghir has started well. They can get to 150 easy. And if they get there, that might be the biggest total of the D10.
70 in the next 4 overs for Ajman to get to 150.
Well, they've been hitting right before the last over. They've been hitting at more than 15 runs an over every over. So they can still get to 140, 150 if they keep going. Good shot. That's a good start to the over. 4.
And that's a nice shot. It was on the stumps and he still managed to play that towards the mid-wicket. A risky shot, but that is his second name. Saghir takes a lot of risk and has been rewarded today.
Saghir Rizki Khan. That's the full name. Nicely played. And there was no fielder there. Surprising. If you were supposed to bowl a short delivery, there should have been a fielder on square leg and mid-wicket. I think they're losing the plot just a little bit here, Reds.
They're under pressure now. Almas has looked expensive. Umair Ali Khan went for quite a few. 37 in his 2. Quicker delivery. This one's in the air. Catches the call. And Zishan Abid completes the catch. So that innings from Saghir, Rizki Afridi, comes to an end.
Yeah, that's a good ball. Surprising delivery. Quicker delivery. Almost yorking him. Leading edge. Easy taking. Easy pickings rather for Zishan Abid. So another wicket down. Ask me again how many will they make?
How many will they make?
Around 125.
Well, 1 wicket and 25 runs off that Ajman first innings. So let's find out if his prediction is right. Meanwhile, Saghir walks back. It's 87 for 3. New man in is Taimur. And they take a run on the very first ball. What do you make of this batting order for Ajman? Taimur coming to bat at number 5.
Taimur has been given opportunities at number 3 for Ajman. He hasn't done all that well. And I think Saghir was the stand-in captain who decided that he's going to promote himself up the order, and that has worked for them. So 31 of 12 deliveries, a good knock coming in from him. And I think Taimur Ali is a very good batter. There's no doubt about that. He might be out of form, out of touch, but he can play at any position. The kind of shots that he has, he plays all around the ground. So I think this is a good move, a positive move coming in from Ajman.
And that also, I think, adds a little bit of depth in the batting of Ajman. So I second that. Meanwhile, a slog coming in from Harshit. They're looking for the second. And he struggles, but finally makes it.
Yeah, had to hurry there, Harshit. He was taking it too easy, possibly. But had to hurry just at the last moment and get a couple of runs here. That's a good pullback job in the last couple of overs from the Reds. 3 runs in the last over and a wicket as well. Then a wicket in this particular over and just 7 coming off it in the first 4 balls. 2 more balls to go. The total is still pretty decent as of now. 90 for the loss of 3. They can still easily get to 125, 130. But for that, they need Harshit Kaushik to play a blinder here.
That's in the air. Is that a chance? No. 1 bounce over the ropes and gets 4 runs, Harshit.
If giving it a full Monty had a face, that was it. Right there. He gave it the full Monty and it almost carried the distance.
Mistimed hit. It was sliced in the air and it still managed to get almost over the ropes. 1 bounce and 4 is what Harshit Kaushik will get. That is why I like this player, especially in this format. He's got that X factor.
Yeah, he was looking to go towards long on, mind you. It sliced off the bat. Luckily for him, the mid-off was inside the circle. So another expensive over coming in from Almas. 11 of it again. 11 of the last over as well. Still a ball to go. There you go. That's a biggie. It's going to hand. That will change the course of the things here for Ajman, because this is a big wicket. For a moment I thought it came right off the middle of the bat. But now, even the big hitting Harshit Kaushik is back to the pavilion. Take a look at that again. Found Junaid Shamsu to perfection and he takes a very good catch under pressure. So 11 of the over and a couple of wickets for Hafiz Almas. It's 94 for Ajman with 18 more balls to go. And there's going to be a change in the com box. For the very first time in D10, it's going to be Adnan Arif along with Asghar Khan.
Thank you very much, Faizan Khan and Shoaib Ahmed. 94 for 4 after 7 overs. Well, Adnan, welcome back. Nice to see you back in the com box. It should be exciting. Finish here.
Thank you so much, Asghar. Well, it's a pleasure to be back in this box. And what better than calling out a D10 game. Excitement all over. Brilliant start. This is a very close shout. Keeper not able to gather that cleanly. That could have been out.
Well, pretty much. That looked like a run-out opportunity. Gone bagging here. Good angle to the ball. And a good throw as well. It was a direct hit. And I think, well, he's still there, Ismail. The big man. Yesterday he's played really well. Good knock from him. Going over the top. Taking some nice shots. Ajman in very good position. They would love to finish strong here.
They were going really good.
Until that 5th over mark. That's where I think things have slightly moved towards Emirates Reds. They've managed to pick up a few wickets. And that too off 2 set batters, especially Harshit Kaushik and Sagir.
I think that ball struck Adnan. The finger, end of the fingers for Adnan Tahir as well. Maybe a nasty blow.
Well, they were going really good over mark. Then from then onwards, a few wickets have changed the course of game in favor of Emirates Reds.
Emirates Reds have managed to pull things back their way, stopping that momentum by picking up those important wickets of Sagir Khan and Harshad Kaushik. So they need to get back in that momentum if they are to post a very big score here. They were looking all set towards that 130, 140 run mark, and then wicket fell at the wrong time for them. They still have 17 more deliveries to capitalize on. If they can double that, make 34 from here onwards, they can manage to reach that 130 target, which will be a good one, considering Ajman has a pretty decent bowling lineup as well.
Zohaib continuing, good delivery, nicely behind that one. Ismail, strange defensive shot there, was a good delivery, but in this form of the game, you got to keep the pressing forward and look for those big shots.
Well, this is what Zohaib does. He bowls it flatter and faster. He's got a very good googly as well. Watch that now.
It was a very good shot off the back foot through the offside once again, and played away on the offside. .94 for 5. Zohaib continuing here. Gives himself room and open up the offside. That is a tremendous shot from Taimur Ali. That's a fantastic blow. A much needed one coming at the right time.
Well, giving him some space and then going inside out. What a beautiful looking shot that was, right off the middle of the bat. It's not a bad move to send Taimur here, because he's got a license to go on every delivery from here onwards.
That was a terrific shot. 2.2 overs remaining. He's a danger.
Well, Zohaib Zubair is normally a very accurate bowler, but then this is what pressure does. He bowls a rare wide down the leg. It was an easy picking. Had it got some part of the bat, that could have easily gone on to another boundary. Well, slog sweeps, and in the gap for a one bounce boundary, a much needed one for Ajman. Takes them well over that 100 run mark.
That's a very good shot once again. He's on the move here, and he's played that slog sweep quite beautifully. Some vital runs here for Ajman. Batting at this position seems to work for Taimur Ali. Normally he batted up the order. Didn't have much success, but today is looking really nice here.
Yeah, absolutely. That was bowled flatter, and what timing on it. Beautifully done. Timing and placement was the key there. Picks up a boundary of the last delivery of over number 8. A big one for Ajman.
Another terrific shot, this time in front of the hand. That quicker delivery, and beautifully carved away on the offside. A terrific over for Ajman. 111 for 4 after 8.
Batsman. Right arm round.
Eight overs, Nelson for 4. 17 of the last over have got them back on track now. Lost a little bit of momentum with those 2 wickets falling back to back, but now they've got the momentum back towards their favor. Zuhaib has been expensive in the end after those 2 overs.
But in this form of the game, over that's par. Well, Zishan Nasir ran the wicket. Starts off with a foolish delivery and driven away on the offside for the second, and will make it comfortably. There's good intensity between running between the wickets from these two.
They need to have this, especially if they want to capitalize on this over. You can't have boundaries every delivery, so you need to mix it up with those singles and doubles. But you could see that movement away from the left-hander. And Zishan Nasir is bowling his the innings 9th over. There's still movement.
Improvisation, and this time a drag on back onto the stump. Some reward for Zishan Nasir. Certainly, he's a predominantly an in-swing bowler. Takes it away from the left-hander. Like you mentioned, Ismail, they're a bit too over-ambitious.
Well, ricochet off the pads. But he's known for big hitting. Not too much for improvisation. And that was the downfall for Ismail. 5th wicket falls for Ajman. 113 for 5.
Hundred and 13 for 5 as Zishan Nasir charging in. Another good delivery, Adnan. So this is a very good over so far from Zishan.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got it very clear in his head what he's going to do. He's on spot here with those quick Yorkers. He bowls with a lot of pace. He's got a very heavy balls when he delivers short of good length. Adnan Mulk, the new batter. Look at that. That was a pacey delivery, and Given had some bat on it. And a pretty simple take for Hamdan Tahir behind the stumps. Adnan goes out without troubling the scorer.
Wickets falling at the wrong time for Ajman. They were going really nicely for back-to-back wickets here. This has been a top spell, a top over. So from 2 wickets and just 2 runs, Adnan departs for a duck. It's 113 for 6, Ajman. Zishan Nasir, brilliant. 2 for 9. That is a similar sort of score line from the previous game. Good delivery. Right up in the block all. Yash gets off the mark. This is wonderful fast bowling, Adnan Arif. Fan code Emirates D10, powered by 7 Districts. They are the co-sponsors. Wonderful facilities here at the 7 Districts Stadium here in Ajman. They are the powered by sponsors, doing a fantastic job. Very good delivery. This is terrific bowling from Zishan Nasir, but they scamper through for a bye. End of 9 is 115 for 6.
Well, 9 overs, 115 for 6. What an over that was from Zishan. Penultimate over, going for just 4 runs. And the key was mixing up the length. Look at that. Last over to be bowled by Wasim. And he's welcome with a huge one. A maximum. What a shot this is. A half tracker, not too much pace on it. But Taimur was quick to pounce on that opportunity.
Yeah, he picked up the length up very quickly. Slowish half tracker from Wasim and powerfully belted away over long on wide of that long on fielder. That's a magnificent blow. What a knock he's playing. 22 of 7.
Shimmy down the wicket, converts it into a low full toss. Trying to come back for a second. This can be tight. A wayward throw. And he makes it comfortably. He wants to retain that strike. You can see that intent. And he's the man to hit big for Ajman. So he's got to be on strike more often than not.
Well, absolutely. In the last over, he was away on that non-striker end for most of the overs. So he wants to make those big shots happening right now. Oh, picked up again. Beautifully done. This going, gone. 6 more. Wow, this is fantastic batting here from Taimur. Second 6 of the over.
Well, Wasim is at the moment playing into the hands of the batter. Look at that. Taking the pace off. And Taimur was in a brilliant position to execute another maximum. Clean striking from him. And look at that strike rate. Well over 300.
Ajman getting themselves into a solid position. Trying for that Yorker, straying onto the pads. Another wide. Well, they got 130 on the board. 3 more deliveries remaining. This should be a very competitive total, Adnan Arif.
Yeah, absolutely. Taimur doing what Wasim does to the rest of the teams. Look at that. That was not off the middle. A toe end probably ending up into the hands of Zohaib Zubair, who's not going to make any mistake. And look at that. A brilliant knock, nevertheless.
A full toss. The opportunity was there for him to go big once again. This time not quite out of the meat of the bat, and a simple catch for Zohaib Zubair. But Taimur has played a blinder here. He's made that difference between a score of 110 and 130. What a knock from this youngster. 30 of 10 is 130 for 7 with 2 more deliveries remaining in the innings. $130 for 7, just 2 more deliveries remaining in the innings. Wasim picking up a wicket here. That brings Muzammil into the middle. He's a lusty hitter of the ball as well. And he's gone big straight away. Oh, this has gone a long way up in the air. And once again, Zohaib takes a catch. So some redemption there for Mohammad Wasim.
He had to go for it, but once again managed just to get only toe end of the bat. And another simple take for Zohaib Zubair. Muzammil goes out for a duck, a golden duck rather. And it's the 8th wicket down for Ajman on 130. That was the first wicket to fall. Taimur was looking really good until then. That was again the wicket of Taimur from a different angle. Zohaib Zubair taking it, making it simple rather. And that was Muzammil, the 2nd wicket. He's on a hat-trick now, the last delivery of the innings. Look at that. On a hat-trick now. Awais will be facing the last delivery. That pretty much looks within the tram lines. And that will be a dot delivery to end the innings. But a good over, the last one. 15 of it. 2 wickets to fall, but that's okay as long as you are playing out the overs. Ajman finishes on 130 for 8 after 10 overs.
After those lusty blows, Wasim pulling things back quite nicely, picking up 2 wickets and finishing off with a dot ball, 130 for 8, with a powerful batting lineup. Likes of Mohammad Wasim, Rais Ahmad Almas, Hamid Khan also getting a game. So if we are in for plenty of entertainment, this should be a very good run chase. And Emirates Red, they've been in hot red form throughout the tournament. That's the batting card there. Sagar Kalyan playing one of those special knocks at the top. 32 of 11, 16 for Shahrukh Amin, 31 for Saghir, promoted up the order. Brilliant knock from him. Harshad missing out, making just 7, but 30 for Taimur. And the rest of the order just fell apart towards the end, but they got runs on the board.
Zishan Nasir, the pick of the bowlers there. Just 10 runs in his 2 overs, picking up 2 wickets. Hafiz Almas with a couple of wickets in his 2. And Mohammad Wasim picking up 2 wickets as well. It's a good effort in the end to pulling things slightly towards their favour, Emirates Reds, in the second half of the innings. Just 10 extras goes to show they've bowled pretty decently.
These are the highlights. The 2 umpires walking into the middle, and the openers came in, and that was a genuine outside edge, raced away, no slip. Early on the ball was swinging, and Sagar was playing his trademark shots over covers, through the covers, along the carpet as well. He looked in very good form. That was a wonderful shot over extra cover. Umar Ali Khan finally getting rid of him, flat and hard, straight to Almas. And the next one up in the air and just getting over that fielder's head. This time Saghir joining in the party, playing those big shots straight down the ground. That is a biggie. And that was the run out. Confusion. Good piece of fielding, direct hit, and Shahrukh Amin was on his bike there. Saghir was the next one to go. Bit of a leading edge of Hafiz Almas. Simple catch for Zishan Abid. And this time, Harshad going big before he was dismissed. This one didn't quite got the middle of the bat and caught at the boundary. Zohaib Zubair was welcome to the crease with a magnificent shot over extra cover. Taimur has played a little blinder. That was another top shot, square of the wicket. And that was the wicket. Drag on Ismail. Nanul Mulk followed soon with a golden duck. That was a superb over from Zishan Nasir. And Mohammad Wasim was hit by Taimur. A wide long on for a 6. And followed up with another one before he holed out in the deep. Nice catch there by Zohaib Zubair. And Muzammil Qasim also getting out on the first delivery. Caught by Zohaib Zubair. So that's the target for Emirates Red. When they come out to bat, they need 131 of 10 overs at 13.1 per over. We will take a short break, and on the other side we'll be back with the run chase.
This was hit out of the park.
Welcome back once again from the 7 District Stadium here in Ajman. Fan code Emirates D10 powered by 7 districts. And that's the batting card there. Ajman posting a very good total, 130 for 8. Top scored by Sagar Kalyan there, 32. And a couple of 30s there from Saghir and Temur, really helping their cause to get to a very competitive total. It should be a very interesting run chase as I welcome Shoaib Ahmed in the com box.
Thank you, Asghar. Yeah, 130 on the board. Definitely a very good total. And now it's going to be the batters of Fujairah who will have to pull up their socks and ensure that they get to that 130 in the 10 overs that they have. Not going to be easy, especially with the bowling lineup of Ajman. They've got some really top quality spinners. Muzammil will have a role to play, and the two openers come out in the middle. Hamid Khan and Hamdan Tahir. Another left-hand, right-hand combination. Walking out for Emirates Reds. They'll have to start off really well. They'll have to use those power play overs to their advantage, not lose too many wickets, and it's very important that they get to a flying start. Hamid Khan can definitely do that for their side. We know that he is a very explosive batter, enjoys batting in the 20 over format, the 10 over format. Does like to exploit the power play overs. And it's going to be Muzammil to start off, and rightly so. Does bowl with a new ball, a spinner. He's got great control, a wrist spinner, but does bowl a lot of googlies, and that will pose some serious questions against Hamdan Tahir with the ball turning away from him. Not going to be easy. Hamid Khan on the non-striking end. Well, all set for the first ball to be bowled.
Batsman, right arm round, cutting through.
And here we go, ball number 1. Nadeem Anjum says, let's play. Comes around the wicket, and this one's been played in the gap. Not the most convincing of shots from Hamdan, but he's managed to pierce the gap for 4 runs. Coming around the wicket, making room for himself, and then had to reach out for that ball, and he's played that in the gap for the first boundary of this innings. He's off the mark with 4 runs. A solid start for Hamdan Tahir. And joining me in the com box is solid Faizan.
Mohammad Faizan. Yeah, very solid start. Hamdan Tahir needs to come back to form as soon as possible because he hasn't done much. But the way he started proceedings here, it looks like he's decided, just like Sagar Kalyan, that he's going to make the most of the power play overs.
Again, just wide from Muzammil, and rocked on the back foot very quickly and placed it in the gap for 4 runs. So back-to-back boundaries for Hamdan Tahir.
Yeah, the mistake he was making in the earlier matches was that he used to close his body. So the front foot was coming across, the back foot wasn't moving. And this time, in both these shots, he's gotten the back foot closer to the ball, which has made it easier for him to hit it through the offside for a couple of boundaries to start with.
Not a big fan of this angle from Muzammil, as it makes it a lot easier for Hamdan to actually go for his shots. That again has been played effectively over the fielder at covers, and it's gone for 4 more.
That's a brilliant start for Hamdan Tahir. I am a little surprised that Wasim didn't come out to bat himself, because he's already hit a century in the day. But the way Hamdan Tahir has come out and played his shots, all the doubts I had in my mind have been erased. They have a lot of openers in their team. They have Rais Ahmed, they have Hamid Khan, who has opened in this match. So they have a lot of options there, Shoaib.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a lot of options to play. He's got options to play with, and he wants to give them the chances.
Swing and a miss from Hamdan. An over-ambitious shot, if you will. Way outside the off stump, trying to drag it towards mid-wicket. So first dot ball here in this over from Muzammil. It's expensive already. 14 runs of the over. Still a ball to go. Outside off, and he goes. This time in front of square. There was a fielder behind point on the offside. That's a very poor ball to end the over. Brilliant start for Hamdan Tahir and Emirates Reds. They have 18 runs without loss in the first over.
बोल दिया ना उसको लेके आएगा नहीं
18 on the board in the first over for Reds, chasing a target of 130. And it'll be pace from the other end. Aves Ali, the left arm seamer, who Faizan just now said that he's a very good bowler. Faizan, tell us a little more about him.
Well, he's a very sharp bowler, left arm, bowls difficult lengths, heavy balls, can bowl with some pace, and his variation is pretty good as well. So the change of pace that he generates is pretty good. I'm a little surprised that they opened with Muzammil rather than going with someone like Abbas, because Hamdan Tahir is good against spin, but he is a little iffy on the off stump against a pacer. Hamid Khan is going to be on strike for the very first time.
Well, Hamid Khan, he does enjoy batting in the power play overs, especially likes to open the innings. And a lot has to do with the fact that he enjoys clearing his front leg. Even on that delivery, if you see, he's cleared that front leg towards the mid-on. And that direct hit would have been game over for Hamid Khan.
Good start this for Reds. And that's a red flag for Ajman, the way they have started, especially Hamdan, because he was looking very iffy earlier in the day as well. When the Reds didn't lose any wickets, Hamdan for most part of his innings was going run a ball. It was courtesy a shiny knock from the captain Mohammad Wasim that they got to 145. Out of those 145, 116 were scored by the captain himself.
It has been a stellar knock, outstanding innings, a special knock from Mohammad Wasim, and you can expect that from him every time he comes out to bat. Hamdan had the best seat in the house, watching Wasim go berserk against the Blues. The young bowlers of Blues were under pressure.
Absolutely, that was a great knock. They dropped him twice, they missed the run out, and he made them pay. Good ball, very good ball. This is what I was talking about. He's very sharp, he bowls good lengths, and he can bowl a heavy ball as well.
Very nippy as well. You can see that ball, put his back behind the ball, bent and used his shoulders. And that ball was quick. Hamid, surprised by that, was a little late onto that shot. what Aves needs to do is finish on the stumps, because the way Hamid is clearing his leg every time, if he can get to finish on the stumps, I think he's got a very good chance of getting a wicket.
I think he was trying for that ball to go on the stumps. It was just a little misdirected, but still a decent ball coming in. Again, see, again. So that's brilliant start to the over from Aves.
A very good ball again from Aves. This time he finishes on the stumps, and very lucky Hamid that he's got his bat down in time, because otherwise that would have crashed onto the middle stump.
Very good ball opening up Hamid. Yeah, that's a problem when you play like that, clearing your front leg. Sometimes the ball that comes in becomes a problem for you. You can get into a tangle on a delivery that's Yorker on the stumps. Very good ball from Aves. Back-to-back great balls from Aves. Slower ball outside the off stump. This is up in the air. It's going to the boundary for a 4. Relief for Hamid Khan here.
A little too short from Aves, and that allowed, again, he plays that shot way too many times. Hamid clears his front leg, makes room for himself and cuts it. So he has to be bowling full with the power play overs. You have to make sure that the ball goes towards the two fielders who are out on the boundary ropes.
Read the change of pace very quickly as well, Hamid. It was a slow ball. So he read that very quickly and then getting into position quickly as well. Well played. Still a decent over, just 6 coming off it. Last ball to go.
Oh, there you go, that full delivery. Crashes onto the pads and then ricochets off the pads towards the stumps. And finally a wicket for Aves.
What a good comeback from Aves Ali after being hit to the boundary for a 4. Consistently trying to get that ball going. There was a little in swing as well, as Shoaib pointed out. Ricocheting from the pads and hitting the stumps. So the first wicket down. Hamid Khan included in the side, couldn't do much here. 5 of 5. It's going to be the captain coming into bat now.
So 2 overs, 24 for 1, and the floating power play has been taken, and rightly so. They've got their most prolific batter out there in the middle, Mohammad Wasim, and with him is Hamdan Tahir, scoring at a brisk pace, 19 of 7.
Still have a lot of batting to come. Reds. There's Wasim, there's Raiz, there's Junaid Shamsu. Oh, swing and a miss. Good ploy bringing in Saghir in the 3rd over. If I were the captain of Ajman, I would have gone for pace right away from the very first over.
Good length there from Saghir, coming around the wicket and then shaping away from Hamdan Tahir.
He's a very improved bowler, Saghir. From what we've seen in the last few months, he's really developed a lot of pace. He's bowling in the right areas. He's looking fitter. He's upped his game quite a lot. This is up in the air. It will elude the fielder and will go to the boundary. A tantalizing for the bowler there.
And not a bad delivery from Saghir. Good directed bouncer. I think I would say Hamdan was lucky. That could have gone anywhere. It beats the fielder at fine leg and it's gone for 4 runs.
Yeah, I was in no position to play that shot. Eyes closing very quickly. And just went with the flow of the bat. Lucky to get 4 off that delivery. Full outside off. That's nicely played. Up and over. That's missed. I think that's a missed opportunity by the fielder Muzammil, who jumped in the air, but the timing of the jump was not perfect.
I think that was a good setup, that first short delivery and now the full delivery on the stumps. Nicely played by Hamdan, but there was a fielder who would have caught it had he been on the ropes. Muzammil jumping but cannot reach the ball, and it's gone for 6 runs.
That was certainly half a chance. He was too inside the boundary there. Not very good bit of fielding from Ajman. And again, this time in front of square. Hamdan is going ballistic here.
Again, that angle working wonders for Hamdan. He's enjoying this ball coming on to him. Outside off, and he frees his arms, plays it over covers, and one bounce over the ropes for 4 runs. Sagir would be better off bowling over the wicket and creating that angle across Hamdan Tahir.
Or maybe cramping him for room from around the wicket. Bowling him back of the length on his body rather than giving him room outside off. So he's negated what Sagar Kalyan did in the first innings. 33 of 11 Hamdan. Very good. Yorker, nicely played in the end. The bat coming down just at the right time.
A good delivery, very good delivery from Sagir. And I think that has hit him on the pads first. Let's look at that again. Quick. And on to the bat and pad. 38 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Last ball of the floating power play. It's been a good one so far. 14 of it. On the pads, flicked and flicked well. One bounce over the ropes and not giving any room. Hasn't worked for Sagir as well.
What a shot, what a pickup shot. Just saw the line of the ball and went ahead with the shot. Just one bounce into the boundary for a 4. I haven't really seen Hamdan Tahir play like this before. 37 of 13, it's 3 overs gone, 42 for 1. First ball from Ismail for Mohammad Wasim, and he plays it towards mid wicket for at least a couple of runs here. Is it? Or just a single? Couple of runs. Easy pickings for Wasim. There's a change in the comm box. Joining me in the comm box right now is Asghar Khan. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Faizan Khan. Exciting time to come back into the comm box as well. The way Hamdan Tahir has played in this innings, it's great to watch him. Fought back.
Absolutely. I was very critical of him in the first innings. Oh, that's a high full toss. That's a very poor ball. They're running only for a single this time around. Will that be a no ball? Yes, it is. So freebies. Freebies coming in. That was a no ball. It was high. Up and over the base. Yeah, that was very high. Well called by the umpire.
And that freebie will be dished up to Hamdan Tahir.
As I was saying, I was very critical of him, but I think, he let his bat answer all the questions that I put forth him in the first innings. This time it's dropped. Any which way, it was a free hit delivery. So it wouldn't have mattered. Sometimes I get a little too excited. You need to keep a check on me, Asghar Khan.
Well, that excitement is so important. When you have a long day and sometimes you can go on that slow motion, but having you around us.
You don't need to take my case there. Taking case and control of the situation at Mohammad Wasim. He started where he left off in the last game. 116 not out in the last game. And he has started here with a boundary. First 6 to his name.
Dangerous signs here for Ajman. They put up a good total, but the kind of form Wasim is in, and plus Amdan has really kicked on here. They've got to be really careful here. That's a terrific shot. That big slog sweep, that wind up, and it has gone many a mile out of here.
You can't outfox someone like Mohammad Wasim by bowling pacey deliveries. You need to keep it away from his body, keep it away from his arc, and bowl it slower through the air if you're a spinner. Otherwise, if you bowl into the body and you bowl it at a good pace, he's going to take you apart day in, day out. He might even do that while lying down in a bed.
Certainly the kind of form he is in, the experience, the confidence, being able to play at the highest level and perform so well, and it really rubs off for you. When you come to domestic, you take nothing away from him. He works hard, but that experience and exposure is a different level.
Absolutely. He's a different league altogether, Mohammad Wasim. He's one of the finest that UAE has ever produced. And I'm not even exaggerating. 50 up with that 6 for the Reds. 53 for 1 in just 21 deliveries. This is good going. And again, the result is going to be the same. Thankfully, this time the ball was saved by the nets there.
Oh, yes. Just. That was another big hit. Forget about the boundary, the rope. He is clearing the ground. Just saved there. It hit on top of the grill. Almost gone. Out of here. Another 6. Ismail under tremendous pressure. Back-to-back 6s from Wasim.
There aren't many runs left, but just imagine if he could hit 2 centuries in a day. Because the way he's going, he's looking in the mood. That's 3 in a row. That's dispatched, gone. And I think we'll have to get another new ball here.
Incredible ball striking from Mohammad Wasim. He's gone bang, bang 3 times. And once again, Ismail trying to bowl it quicker through the air. It's not working for him. At least if you're going the journey, you can change your pace and be courageous enough and take a chance.
Yeah, you're still getting hit for 6s. Left, right and center. Why not bowl it? Try and bowl it outside the line of off stump. Make him manufacture a shot. Make him work hard for his runs. But this is freebies. And what a start to Wasim after hitting that 116 not out in the last match. He's on 21 of just 5 deliveries. Hamdan on 38 of 14. Those are the hat-trick of 6s. First ball on the off stump. Huge 6. The ball was lost. A new ball came. Second 6. Slog sweep once again. This time it was more middle and leg. Saved by the nets. And third time it was more downtown towards long on. And this one has gone to the other ground. So 3 in a row for Mohammad Wasim. 3.5 overs. It's 65 on board. What a start for Reds.
Almost halfway there. And if Wasim continues this way, the 4th umpire has got a lot of work to do, bringing out those replacement balls.
And again, 4 in a row. Well, I think it's high time that I go out. Adnan Arif comes in, because if I stay for a couple of more overs, he might not get his chance. So 4 overs gone. Look at that 6 again. 4th in a row. Wonderful hit down on one knee. 3 similar kind of shots. And the 4th umpire would be glad that this didn't go in the other ground. Otherwise, he would have to come out again. 4 overs gone. 71 for 1. Trouble times for Ajman.
Oh, what a performance this is from Hamdan Taher, and Wasim going berserk in the last over. 4 6s. Adnan Arif, as I welcome you back, this is absolute carnage.
Thank you so much. Making a mockery of this big target. Wasim, he's playing on a different surface altogether, especially today with that big 100 earlier in the day, and started from where he left in this innings as well. 4 mammoth sixes.
Absolutely incredible. Power, timing, great. Balance as well. That's what form does to you. That's what class is all about. Ankur Sagwan, slow through the air. That did grip, but it's going to be a wide.
Absolutely, we can see that movement in the air as well. He gets that drift and then this one to spin away from the right hand. This will be an exciting contest to watch.
He's a quality bowler. Slow through the air. Making Wasim stretch to that one. That's what exactly Faizan Khan was referring to in the previous stint. You bowl it slower, you make it difficult, you take the ball away from him.
You take it away from the hitting arc, they say. And look at that. Called a wide. But the idea is right from Ankur. He's not bowling it in the stumps line. And he's also taking the pace off. That's what Ismail missed in his last over.
This time quicker and picked away brilliantly off the front foot through the leg side. Once again, Mohammad Wasim is in totally that kind of mood that way he's making the batting look ridiculously easy.
Yeah, that was that arm ball. Came in with the arm and Wasim was ready for it. Look at that. This is not the right length to be bowling to this man and in this particular form.
This time he's gone reverse. Fine enough and through the hands for 4. Ajman, they are really struggling now.
Yeah, that should have been stopped. Shahrukh Amin on that occasion, the culprit. Getting his hands over the ball rather than on it. Look at that. Just diving a little too late. Allowing the momentum to continue in this over.
Under severe pressure now, Ankur. The only way they can get into this game is to dismiss this man. Slow through the air, straight down the ground and flat and hard. What timing, what power. This is incredible. Outstanding batting.
Well, long levers, making full use of those long levers. Look at that, stretched a little forward and smacked it off the middle of the bat. No chance for the fielder. Had to take evasive action from that ricochet off the side screen. Brilliant hitting.
This time he nudges that through the onside. Great presence of mind. Takes a single. 5 overs gone. Absolute carnage here. 91 for 1.
Well, 5 overs, 91 for 1. Who would have thought that Emirates Reds would come out and do this to Ajman? Especially after that innings break. 5 bowlers used so far. Except Awais, everyone has gone for plenty of runs. Awais, the only successful bowler for Ajman, is brought back into the attack to pick up the big fish here.
That's excellent captaincy. They desperately need a wicket here. This man on your screen, he has hit 12 sixes in the first knock he played this afternoon. Now he has hit 4 sixes. So 16 sixes you're talking about in a day. 2 games played so far.
Oh, that's a slower delivery. Top edge and it clears the shot. Third man as well. Luck favors the brave. And talking about stats, yeah, I've got an interesting stats coming up.
18 sixes so far. That was a bit of an outside edge. and he hasn't been dismissed as well. Adnan, 116 not out in the first game, and second game of the day is unbeaten, 48 of just 12 deliveries.
Well, I've been told by the Encyclopedia of Domestic Cricket, Faizan Khan, my co-coms, that the fastest 50 is of 16 deliveries. So he's about to breeze that. Brilliant delivery. He's got the field set for that kind of a delivery. Those wide Yorkers. Hamdan Tahir, very eager to bring back the captain on strike and finish the game off very quickly with just a single.
Incredible performance this. He came in and just Hamdan Tahir has played so well, but all the limelight, everything has been taken away from him. Mohammad Wasim coming in and just demolishing this attack to all corners.
Yeah, the fastest 50 is by Alishan Sharfu of 16 deliveries. I've just been told by Faizan. Well, we don't need a statistician if you've got Faizan by your side. Thank you, Faizan. Yeah, absolutely. You need to be paid for that.
Wes. Off-pace delivery. That's wonderfully ball. He's got good change of pace as well. That was a very good delivery.
A very smart operator, Oasis. He even deceived Wasim in his very first delivery. That was a top edge. Could have gone into the hands of that short third fielder. Unlucky on that occasion. Conceded a boundary, but definitely you can see those variations. He's got a brilliant seam-up delivery. A very quick. He's very deceiving as well. He's not got a very good run-up, but he's got very good shoulders, and he makes full use of it.
Good delivery. Well, the World Championship of Legends starting from 3rd July to 13 July 2024, live from Ajman, England. Adnan, are you looking forward to get on the plane there?
Well, I can tell you one thing is for sure. Faizan is pretty excited with that news.
This tournament has been powered by 7 districts. A fantastic place to play the game here. They've been tremendous host, terrific pitches, the fast outfield. Great place. Oh, again, brilliantly ball. So one more dot.
Yeah, Wes has been brilliant so far in this innings. 11 deliveries, gone for just 12. That too, one of the boundary was a streaky one. So you can understand how well he has bowled, especially to a batting lineup of this caliber. Emirates Reds, they've are a star-studded side, as Faizan was mentioning. They've got plenty of openers. Still 3 more openers waiting in the dugout. So you can understand from that perspective itself how deep do the bat.
The bat pretty deep, and most of the guys are not getting a chance. This is a top edge. This has gone up in the air and he's gone. This is terrific bit of bowling here from Wes. A great reward to dismiss Wasim. That fastest 50, he misses out on that one. That's a very good delivery. That was the quick bouncer in top edge. Good catch there by Muzammil.
Some relief for Ajman, but not before Wasim has taken the game away from them. What a knock this is. 49 of just 15 deliveries. 6 maximums and couple of 4s in it. Brilliant to watch. 97 for 2.
.97 for 2. Ajman, they're mighty relieved to see the back of Mohammad Wasim, but not before. He's almost taken the game away from them. And Hamdan has just lost a little bit of rhythm in the last few overs. Predominantly, it was Wasim on strike, and that can happen.
He's been off strike for quite some time now. But can this be a blessing for Ajman, seeing the back of Wasim? Still 33 to get off 22 deliveries. If they can manage to put in a few dot deliveries here and put up that pressure onto Emirates Reds, there's going to be an exciting contest.
Well, Adnan, this game is of glorious uncertainties, and they need something really special here. Especially if they can dismiss Hamdan, get two new batters in the middle. Junaid Shamsuddin, we all know, is a good striker of the ball, but hardly had opportunity to impress. Again, tossing it up wide, but it's got to come a little closer.
He does have this habit of bowling it very wide. The idea is right, but not the execution. It's got to be spot on. Not too many runs to back that up.
Toe end of the bat, straight down the ground and caught. That's a very good catch there by Taimur Ali. So Ajman, they're fighting hard here. Junaid Shamsuddin goes for a duck.
So that ploy of bowling wider towards that wide line has worked. Junaid Shamsu with those long levers trying to heave it over long on. And what a brilliant catch that was from Taimur. Had to keep his balance, and he did that perfectly. Junaid Shamsu out without troubling the scorers. Third wicket down on 99.
Disguise that Reds have lost few wickets. That provides the middle order a fair bit of opportunity here to come out. It's not easy being an opening batsman race coming in the middle order.
A few dot deliveries already in this over. And you can see a little bit of pressure building up here. A good running between these two. Pick up a couple of runs, but again, that run and balls margin. Keep a close eye on that particular stats. Very important couple of overs coming up.
This is in the air and sliced away between those two fielders. And good effort this time from Shahrukh Amin. Keeps it to a couple of runs. That's very important deliveries. Couple of deliveries remaining. Well, it's the end of the over. It's 103 for 3 after 7. Amdan Tahir on 41 of 19, 103 for 3 after 728 required of the last 3. Sahir, after that expensive over, he's been brought back into the attack. He's got a big job to do here. He does have the ability to bowl those slow cutters and a Yorker as well. Well, it's not Sahir. It's going to be Temur. Oh, very good delivery. Change of pace. And that did grip a little in the surface.
It's turning out to be an exciting contest. Until Wasim was there, it looked like a one-sided affair. But now it's getting in that equilibrium. I would call it 28 of 17. And the pressure is slowly and steadily building up. Goes Fuller. This is with pace. And Hamdan Tahir makes full use of that pace. Carves it behind point. The placement was the key there.
This is one of his strengths through the offside as well. Very good player, square of the wicket. And this time pace on and enough width. Open face through the offside, a vital boundary. Just when that little bit of pressure was built up, he leaks a boundary there, Temur.
A much needed boundary for Emirates Reds, I would call it. Look at that required run rate and the current run rate. Takes the pace off, receives Hamdan Tahir on that occasion, but they'll pinch that quick single, which was much needed. A very good delivery from Temur after conceding a boundary. A good follow-up delivery from him. And this is what you need to do on such wickets. You can't be consistently bowling with one pace at one area. Getting predictable with that, and it does get very easy for the batters to get in line.
Yeah, you can't afford to get predictable. Temur. Again pace off, but width offered. You can't bowl short offside off stump to this man. He's a magnificent square cutter of the ball race.
Well, that was off pace, and this is a very difficult shot to execute with the pace off. If you've got pace on, it's understandable that it can be hit there, but with pace off, this is just brilliance of this man on your screen. Rais Ahmed picks up his first boundary of the match, and a much needed one for Emirates Reds. 19 of 14 left. Goes Fuller, but he's not got the timing on it. Just the single. Lucky not to have that timing on it. It could have easily gone on to that fielder's buckets. So a single on that occasion.
18 of 13. Very important delivery coming up. The context of the game, if a dot ball or a wicket here, that will make things very interesting. They should go right to the wire, Adnan.
A very important delivery, as you said. What's even more important is the next over, the penultimate one. Takes the pace off. This is top edge, high up in the air. Couple of fielders calling for it. And Ismail at fine leg somehow manages to keep it in his hands. And a big wicket once again. And the right time for Ajman. Look at that.
Top edge. Went a long way up in the air. And that is a very good catch. Had to be taken there. That's a breakthrough. Hamdan Tahir goes for a wonderful knock. But Reds, they lost another wicket. Set batter walking back. This should make things very, very interesting coming into those last 2 overs. He's gone for 46 of 23. It's 113 for 4. New batter is Zishan Abid, who's in wonderful form throughout this tournament. He's played some useful knock. He's played that finisher's role, and this game is far from being over.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's played that finisher's role and he's done that pretty well so far. Another much required effort from him expected by Emirates Reds. Well, Sagir, the stand-in captain today, to bowl the penultimate over, takes the pace off. Not called a wide. It's also got to do with that initial movement before the bowler bowled the ball.
Yeah, he was looking to move right across the crease. That big step back and across to off stump made the umpire take that call, and it's a fair call as well. So he needs to make a comeback here.
Now this is smacked over long off. In fact, over covers. Couple of fielders converging but can't reach to it. Falls safely. Doesn't have enough legs either to go towards the boundary. Couple of runs taken. Stats are now down to 16 of 10. A very important over. Can go either ways.
What a game it is turning out to be. And Rice, I just feel that he's in now. He's faced 7 deliveries. He's got to finish this game for Reds along with Zishan as his team's in. Up and over. This is in the air. And taken. What a catch. In the deep is Harshad Kaushik. Sahir gets the most important breakthrough. This game is wide open here, Adnan Arif.
Well, it's just moving from one side to another. Look at that, a bumper outside of Sagir did, in fact, raised it pretty well to get so much bat on it, but Harshad Kaushik, what a brilliant take that was, especially in a pressure situation. Raised the parts after scoring 11 of 8 deliveries. 5th wicket down on 115.
That brings Hafiz Almas to the middle. Another quality all-rounder. A genuine all-rounder who can finish games as well. He's a powerful striker of the ball. He's up against Sagir, who's got his tail up after picking up that wicket of Race. Offside off stump. Through him. Another dot ball. Pressure mounting on Reds.
This is getting exciting and even more exciting every delivery. Another dot delivery. Hafiz Almas wanted to hoik that over the offside. That was another dot delivery. 16 of 8 now.
It's getting pretty tense here. Short ball off the back foot. Such is the power of this man. He's gone all the way. Crashes into the fence for 6. Hafiz Almas, you beauty.
Well, that was an extraordinary shot. A slower delivery, read well, but to hit it in that particular area off the back foot takes some doing. And Hafiz Almas, what a shot that is to get off the mark and in style. A much needed maximum for Emirates Reds. That should settle a lot of nerves in the camp.
Incredible shot from a very, very talented cricketer, Almas. Short delivery this time. Steep bounce. Was trying to pull that one. Got big on him. A single. Well, this game is going to the last over here. 9 required of 6. It should be a very, very intriguing contest. Don't go anywhere. It's 122 for 5 Reds. 122 for 5. We are into the last over. 6 deliveries, 9 runs. It should be plenty of drama, Adnan Arif, going into the last over.
Well, if you've got two good batters out there, Hafiz Almas and Zishan Abid. Hasn't faced a delivery yet, but he's known for his big hitting abilities. Taimur, who's bowled a pretty decent over the last one that he bowled, got some momentum back into Ajman's favour. He's got a big responsibility on his shoulders to defend 9. If he can pull this off, he'll be a hero tonight.
It's an opportunity for you to rise to the occasion. Taimur with the ball. Starts off nicely. Hits straight down the ground. Keeps it to a single. Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting in that hitting arc of these two. They pack a lot of power. They can easily clear these boundaries out here at the 7 districts ground. Taimur, he can't be going too full and too short here. He doesn't have the pace to go for that short delivery. He can't be going under the bat. If he's got to go fuller, he's got to bowl that Yorker length. Can't miss his mark. A boundary here would move the game into Red's favour.
A dot or a wicket. That's what Ajman will be hoping for. Zishan Abid on strike for the first time in this innings. Moves across and looks to work it. Fine. And away from that fielder. That's a very important boundary. Great improvisation there from Zishan Abid. Picks up a vital boundary.
Taimur did pretty decently to bowl it up there. Almost deceived him. But what a quick work of hands there. And the wrist from Zishan Abid to pick an all-important boundary for his team. 4 of 4.
Just one hit away. It was a strange field. Having square leg up in the circle wasn't a great idea there.
Yeah, if it was a left-arm bowler, I could have understood that move. Goes fuller and wide, and they'll pinch a bye as well. Now the equation moves in favour and completely in favour of Emirates Reds. Just 2 required of 4 deliveries.
Emirates Reds, they're unstoppable in this tournament. Chasing 131 is never easy in this format of the game, but how well they have played. For a moment, Ajman thought they were in the game, but too good.
Too hot to handle. Hafiz Almas tongs it down the ground. Clear that pretty easily. Gets over the line in style. What a shot that is.
Terrific strike. Such is the power. Easily done. Have a look at that sail. That has gone out of here into the Royal Sports Club. Almas finishes the game with style. Emirates Reds won by 5 wickets. The match number 23rd of the tournament.
That was a good finish from Hafiz Almas. Very handy all-rounder. Another improved cricketer. And you've seen that on your screens. Why is he rated so highly? Brilliant finish. But a good comeback from Ajman. After that carnage from Wasim. It was even more exciting to see them get through to the 10th over. A jubilant Emirates Reds dugout here. Out to shake hands and do the formalities over.
They are the team to beat in this tournament. Handshakes all around, and the domination from Reds continue as they pull off another one. Fantastic stuff. That's the batting guard there. Ramdan played a very good knock, set the tone up front with the big chase. 46 of 23. Hamid fell early, but Mohammad Wasim once again, incredible performance. 49 of just 15 deliveries. Junaid went for a duck and Reis got out for 11. That was a bit of a sniff for Ajman bowlers, but it all was in vain. Almas finishing off in style, and that was the bowling card.
Muzammil Qasim going for plenty, provided that momentum they wanted in the first over. And then Sagir Khan picked up a wicket. Awais Ahmed with brilliant 2 wickets and just 6 and over from there in his 2 overs. Taimur Ali bowled brilliantly in his first over, went for plenty in his second. Ankur Sangwan went for plenty in his first over but made a good comeback. Mohammed Ismail Wasim took him on for 4 sixes. Let's quickly look at the highlights. It all started with Hamdan Tahir hitting boundaries at will in the first over. Muzammil went for plenty and that's where they got that momentum. And that was the boundary from the bat of Hamid Khan before he got dismissed. And that was brilliant to watch. What a delivery it was. Hamdan Tahir went along pretty well until it was Mohammad Wasim who started that belligerent hitting. 4 maximums in that over. Changed the complexion of the game and got that momentum back for Emirates Reds. Kept on hitting those mammoth sixes. We had a couple of balls changed in the process.
Catch.
Now he continued that brilliant hitting. 6 sixes in that little innings from him. Little because he played less balls and that is how he fell. Just 1 shot off his well-deserved 50. That was the next wicket to fall. Junaid Shamsu falling in that manner. Couple of wickets brought belief in the camp of Ajman, and then Hamdan Tahir was brilliant through the offside. Taimur picking up that important wicket of Hamdan Tahir, who was looking all set to take his team over the line. That was another wicket. Mohammad Sagir in the penultimate over was brilliant. Hafiz Almas came in and started striking cleanly. It was a much needed boundary from Zishan Aved, and that was the last shot to seal it all, to end the drama in the last over. 3 deliveries to spare, they get over the line. So that's the match summary of match number 23. Ajman winning the toss, electing to bat first, scored 130 for 8 in 10 overs. Sagar Kalyan was brilliant with the bat, 32 top scoring. Zishan Nasir brilliant with the ball from Emirates Reds. Emirates Reds in reply got over the line in just a matter of 9.3 overs. Mohammad Wasim top scoring at 49 of just 15 deliveries. Awais Ahmed brilliant. Emirates Reds win by 5 wickets. Right then, let's quickly head down where we've got Shoaib with the post-match presentation.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 23, which was played between Ajman and Emirates Reds. Quite a few runs being scored in this game. 130 scored by Ajman in the first innings, and in the second innings, Emirates Reds chased that total down with 5 wickets in hand. We've got our match referee today for the post-match presentation with us. He's got the player of the match memento. Quite a few notable performances, as you can expect in a high-octane entertaining game as this one. Sagar Kalyan scored 32 of 11 deliveries. Taimur Ali scored 30 of 10 deliveries. Zishan Nasir was excellent with the ball, getting 2 wickets to his name in 2 overs and giving away just 10 runs. But the player of the match, his second of the day, no surprises there. It's Mohammad Wasim for his brilliant 49 of just 15 deliveries. And he's also got the player of the match because of his bowling performance today. Got 2 wickets to his name in that 1 over that he bowled. Congratulations, Wasim. 2 in 1 day. I think this has never been achieved before. 2 player of the matches. You'll be happy with that.
Yeah, first of all, thanks to my dear Allah. Yeah, I'm very happy today because I'm smashing all the day, Alhamdulillah. But I think we were trying to restrict them on 120, but they played excellent and they got a good start and they scored 130. But I have faith on my players, and you know, in the lights, ball was coming very true, so we are going.
Let's talk a little bit about your form coming into these 2 games today. Always there's an expectation of you scoring runs. It was not as fluent as you would have liked. Tell us a little about that, and how did you change that today?
Nothing special, to be honest. Actually, before I was using the others bats like Alishan and one other bat, but today I was using my my own stuff. That's why I was in little bit shape and everything.
Good win for you today, but you think that the bowling can be a little better?
Yeah, we can do. We have to step up as a bowling team because you know, in the night ball was coming very true. So we have to bowl on the with the plan and on the spot, and inshallah we will try in the upcoming games.
You did mention that playing under lights was a little tricky, but that changed today because you were sighting the ball very well.
Yeah, I think that was my way to bat, and alhamdulillah, I was going only that way.
Well done tonight and all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Player of the match, Mohammad Wasim, for his outstanding performance. 49 runs with the bat and 2 wickets to his name as well. There's one more game lined up, so make sure that you join us for that last game of the day. That's it from the post-match presentation here